Welcome back to the special holiday edition of Mad Men's ripoff of Hot Ones. Today we're joined by social media manager, director, enthusiast of social media, Brian Ferrado. Hi, Brian.
Hey, hi. Happy to be here.
First things first, how are you with spice?
Good, I think. Usually, yeah, no problems usually.
Okay, I say let's take the bull by the horns and kick it off with the blue and white classic here.
Sounds
ready?
great. Yeah, you wanna go first?
Okay. Let's let me go first. Gauge my reaction. Is that what this is about? Ooh, that's kind of a heavy pour, right?
I'll do the same.
Whoa. Oh. You the same?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you eat, and then I'll flip over the question prompt.
Oh, that's right. Thought we were just eating. Did you get my crunch? Did you get my crunch?
Not bad, right? No, not a bad way to start. Like Ale House should have this as like a zinger flavor for their
This is
mountain milk.
fine, yeah. Honestly, it's a little boring, I feel like.
Well, that being said, you are my go-to for all things comic book and MCU related.
Let's get into it.
With the bevy of upcoming Marvel television shows and theatrical releases, which one are you anticipating the most and why?
Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. It's gonna be awesome.
You got anything more than just awesome?
Okay, well.
Why is it going to be awesome?
Let me get to it. It's like literally Scarlet Witch. It's like the renaissance of Scarlet Witch and Elizabeth Olsen. Oh, that's right, the bone bucket.
So it's not even going to be awesome because of Doctor Strange.
He's fine. He's fine.
Not even the titular character.
I like him a lot more in the comic book because he's a lot more fleshed out. But I think this is just going to be exciting because I'm pretty sure, in fact, that this leads to one of two things: either the X-Men or the Young Avengers. And because, like we saw in WandaVision, spoiler alert, that she had her kids and they will go on to become Young Avengers. Well, not them. They actually are a figment of her imagination and she has a mental breakdown. But they eventually get reincarnated into real people and then they become Young Avengers.
So the real hero is Wanda Maximoff's therapist.
Yes, actually.
That's just a attic full of cuckoo clocks.
Yeah, they've made her a lot better, but she was like their go-to, like Marvel editors' go-to choice to just like, oh no, you're a lady and your emotions are out of control. and so they've made her a lot better over the years, but no, she's good now. She's
Okay.
good. We like her.
So that's
She's good.
We are looking forward to Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. Okay, ready for number 2?
Yes.
Okay, can you push that little bird
Yes.
toward me?
Sorry, I
Cool.
was gathering my wing.
I kind of like this one because it's got like the sriracha style twisty thing. So I can like paint it like a paste or something. Ooh.
Thank you. Ha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Okay. Well, it is. I don't know if I hate it or it's okay.
I was trying not to react. That coconut's kind of nice.
It makes me feel like it's sweet potato casserole. And I think I hate it.
Oh. Well, while you're thinking about that, as an early adopter of technology that even owns a kitty litter robot, what's something you've seen technologically in the rumor mill, and why does it have you all hot and bothered?
Well, first, I'd have to say these chicken wings are damn good.
They are?
But, so one thing I read recently is that,
Ooh, going back for seconds. Okay, can't be
I
all bad.
think I hate it, but I need a second.
Like the jury's still out.
Yeah. Is that the iPhone's days are numbered, and the next thing is going to be like wearable glasses, and the Apple's working on them, and that they're like, what did it say? Sometime before 2030.
Okay, so how do we scroll a web page? You're just gonna like flick our eyes up and down? I like where this is going.
I mean, I can't even imagine like.
Okay, so wearables, but not maybe the wearables we'd think of. Okay.
Well, 'cause didn't Google try, like, the glasses? Like, what is it? It was-
Yeah, they had Google Glass, but it was like very limited, right?
And then they, like, it went away. Right? Yeah, I hate this.
Yeah? Clean wing, but hate the sauce?
Well, you always finish.
Well, the good news is I think you're gonna be redeemed on this next one.
Okay.
This is the Hoff's Haus sauce. Hoff's Haus sauce. And it's got a guy that kind of looks like James on here. If James kind of curled his mustache, maybe gained a few facial pounds.
I am a really big fan of James's facial hair, for being honest.
I mean, he's a put together dude, that James.
Quite fashionable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Off it up. Cheers.
Oh, it does kind of look like him, huh? Come on, little guy.
Oh wow.
I have a devil may care attitude.
That's
You
a
haven't
don't
noticed.
fuck around pour right there.
Yeah. All right, let's see if it's mean. Oh, this one sucks
Really?
because it's mean. Like, it doesn't even pretend to be, like, have a flavor other than hot. I mean, it's hot. Yeah,
Maybe you need with Hoff's House Brew.
maybe.
During the ongoing post-apocalyptic Mad Max-esque pandemic that has redrawn the rules of society, you sold your car during a car chip shortage and got top dollar for your whip.
I did.
Is that a choice that you regret now, or has carpooling become second nature to you?
Well, I can tell you it's a choice that my sister regrets now because she drives me everywhere. But I loved it. My car was worth $8,000, and Carvana. No, I'm making that part up. So basically, I approached like Carvana and CarMax, and CarMax is like, we'll give you like $9,000, and Carvana was like, we'll give you 11. I was like, well, okay. Like,
Made him get in a bidding war over your used car. I
and
like
so it was. I mean, it helped me pay off. It helped me pay off a lot of things, and the great thing is I was able to do it because, you know, my sister and I work at the same place. We come to the same place every morning. Do I need a car? No. And it'll help me, like,
And you
like,
just chauffeur it around everywhere like a fancy bitch.
it really actually does make me feel like an insane person sometimes, and in the best way.
Do you ever sit in the backseat to make her feel like she's your Uber?
Once. But no, but what I've realized is, like, I think I'm forgetting how to drive a car.
Oh.
Because every time I drive a car now, and I've driven her car a couple times, it feels like I'm like, what is this? Like, I'm like, am I doing it right? Like, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a car sooner rather than later in 2022. But no, I love it. What a great job, me. You're really killing it.
Okay. Well, sir, that's a jump ship on the Hoffs before we move on to the very popular Los Calientes. This is the Verde version. I think Verde, yeah.
I don't know if I've ever liked anything that was Verde. It just looks like baby poop.
Yeah,
before you
doesn't
pour it.
Doesn't look a little snotty right there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, changing minds today, hopefully.
Like on a bad day, that's what my sinuses look like, if we're being honest.
I can't tell you how much I'm enthusiastic about jumping into this right now. Come on, sinus wing.
Oh, too much. Too many boogers. Okay. Oh yeah, doesn't smell great.
A lot of crumbs happening here in front of the plate.
I'll tell you, it tastes better than it smells.
I was hoping you'd say that because this is one of my, I kind of snuck some samples last night and I tried this one. I was like, oh, this one's kind of a party with not a lot of heat.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Trying to avoid wiping my mouth with the paper because I don't know how it's going to react to the microphone.
No, I love this one actually. This is
Wow, okay.
yeah. I talk shit and this is what happens. Like, no, I guess this is like the first Verde thing that I actually.
That'll learn you.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a question that comes after this, right?
All
Holy
right.
crap. All right. You're a frequent guest on a podcast about bourbon, but it's not necessarily your go-to spirit. What made you want to knock back 130 proof whiskey that can sometimes taste like a lip match to your taste buds?
I have low self-esteem. I like trying new things, and I like like not liking them at first and exploring that. Like, why do I not like it? Like, is it because of this? And sometimes, most of the time, let's be honest, I'm like, nah, fuck it. But like with bourbon, I've gotten to the point where like one of my go-tos was, oh, this is a whiskey, but was Crown. I love Crown. Like,
Smooth.
You get a nice bag. I mean, what's not to love?
Yeah.
And now it tastes like water now, and it's just like
It does.
It's like, this is one of the turdiest whiskeys I've ever tried. Like, it just sucks. And so I like that. One of the great things about being on the podcast and trying bourbon and you know, getting shit-faced, is that my tastes are elevated. And so now there are things that happen and like, try this will be great. And it used to be where I'm like, no, it's disgusting. And now I'm like, this is actually really good, and here's why. And so I'm also a little bit more educated.
What's the description of a tasting note that you've said out there that's probably the most outlandish?
Well, I didn't say it, but my favorite tasting note was that this tastes like one of the wafers you get in church, body of Christ. And yeah, that was probably the most outlandish. But there are plenty of weird things, like this tastes like, you know, burnt sugar, you know, stuff like that, where it's just like, you know, we're sitting around a barrel, just being like, oh, this tastes like, you know, that one candy that existed when I was a kid and now it's out, and then everyone's like, oh yeah, actually I can see that. So it's it's fun because you're like bullshitting each other, but also at the same time you're like having this really nice conversation about bourbon. So,
Okay.
it's just fun because it's different. Like I honestly expected to go in there, be like the straight man, like in terms of like, you know what I'm saying, where I'm just like, oh yeah, bourbon sucks, and I'm like, you like play off that, but actually I found out I really liked a lot of bourbons. So.
Okay.
Now this one looks fun.
Have we reached like an inflection point here? Like, is this gonna be, is 5 the top of the hill?
Right
Are we
here.
going downhill now? I have no idea. Is it gonna be? Are we going the hill in reverse order? Were we downhill to start with? Now we're going back up it?
Let's see. Hello, little baby.
Ooh, wow, that's gonna be messy. Okay.
Well, I like to get messy.
Later, I'm gonna be like, don't touch your eyes, but you've got the glasses on anyway. So.
It's called PP. What?
PPE?
PPE, yeah. I'm like, PP. Do I just keep going? I don't know.
Okay.
Honestly, not so bad. I mean,
Yeah,
it's all right
okay, yeah, it's-
in terms of like flavor. A little boring, but the heat's okay.
You ever bite your cheek? May or may not have just happened.
Oh no.
Okay, so this is a multi-part question. I think it's gonna be a fun one.
Get me.
As a fellow Trekkie,
Let's
let's put a few things to bed here and now,
Okay.
and feel free to expound as much as you like on each one of these questions. Ooh. A lot of these are either ors, okay? So, Captain Kirk or Captain Picard, and I don't want to handcuff you by saying you can't go outside of those two.
So you're saying,
If you're like neither, then fuck it. Like, I'm okay with you doing that too, but that's what I have on the table is Kirk or Picard.
well, one Picard, because first of all, like Earl Grey, hot, like that, iconic. No, but Picard is, well, he's French. He owns a winery. Like, he's French. He seems nicer in person. This does have some back end heat that I'm like, oh, yeah. But
I want to do a little with your beard.
oh, my messy.
Got like a sauce pimple.
My
That's
beard
a word I
face.
just invented now.
I hate it, if we're being honest. But no, he's cool. He's fun. He's calm. Captain Kirk is like, look what I can do. Like, and it's just like, it's too much. It's too.
He's a real man of action, right? Like
Well, I think Captain Kirk would tell you he's a real man of action. He just seems kind of like a dick. Yeah.
Okay. Klingon Empire or Romulan Empire?
Ah, Klingons, come on. They have
Oh.
2 penises. So.
Ooh, wait, what? Something I didn't know about.
Yeah.
that.
It's on
I've
like the
been
Star Trek wiki.
Trekking for a while. Wow. Okay. Tal Shiar or Obsidian Order?
Tao Shiar. They're so cool. They're so cool.
Phaser or disruptor?
Phaser, because you can't like set phasers to stun, set phasers to kill. Like there's a lot of nuance there. Disruptors, I feel like they just disrupt.
Okay. Here's a better one. This is not an either or. Best Star Trek character that you feel isn't mentioned enough given their due.
Let's freaking go. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right now that Jadzia Dax is, well, there's so many, it's hard. Jadzia Dax never gets enough love, and she's very much loved, but like she was pretty much a stand-in for like a transgender person. Like that's what they were doing.
Oh,
you know,
because of Curzon,
and
you'd always call him old man.
Yeah,
Okay.
and there's always so when Curzon came up, he was like, oh shit, what was the name? Not Jadzia, it was
Ezri?
Curzon. It was I see what you're saying. Okay, so when he was Curzon Dax and then became Jadzia Dax, so they were big on a few Klingons. They loved these, like they were like some great friends, like, and so these Klingons came to visit one time, and one of the Klingons is like, Curzon, my old friend, and she's like, it's Jadzia now, and he's like, Jadzia, my old friend, like and it's just like, it was a really good analogy, I think, and a lot about Deep Space Nine was really ahead of its time, like it really, and it got a lot of shit for being like the first like sort of serialized Star Trek show, and for being darker than your average Star Trek show. And it's only now that we're in the dark timeline, that I feel like Deep Space Nine is getting its due. And I'm a big fan of Deep Space Nine. I mean, Quark, come on.
Netflix doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no. And it's definitely...
Quark is like definitely, like as much as I love Guinan, she wasn't on there often enough. And Quark being like the scheming, you know, to be always up to something, but then kind of like a good soul at heart.
I feel like it was learned. I feel like he really was a piece of shit. And it was like learned over the series. He was like, oh, I guess I can be nice.
Okay, I almost feel bad like departing from this question. So now we're on the last half of the sauces, and you can see I've already cracked open the chocolate milk. I don't know what the hell is going to happen from here on out. But, okay, number 6.
Yeah, this one seems like I'm gonna be like, it's getting me. Oh, that's tasty.
It's that lime.
I can definitely tell a difference because I'm not sure my tongue can pick up the taste of the chicken any longer. Nothing but sauce.
You've done a good bit of traveling and even worked on behalf of cruise lines prior to weighing anchor here at Mad Men Marketing. Can you tell us some hot spots you've loved and what's on your list to see next?
Well, first of all, I'd like to compliment you on that wonderful pun you just made. So a couple of my favorite destinations, London is so awesome because there's everything there. London feels bigger. London feels like the biggest place I've ever been.
Are there any spots within the spots? So does London have any hot spots in particular there that you'd like to call out for being particularly cool?
Well, there were some really fun gay clubs.
Do tell.
Yeah, no, so apparently London has this weird rule where at midnight, the gay club closes, but then like around the corner at a different location, it reopens. So like, the club I went to specifically was GAY, very on the nose.
Hyphens in between?
I think it was just gay. And, but then they close at midnight and they open as GAY late. And I don't get what sort of regulation that was, but
Gay late and $1 short.
oh man, you're good right now. I'm gonna have some more of this actually.
A shilling. Oh wow.
But also
in
there
the
was
history of hot ones ever, has someone gone back to douse their wing more?
Look, my taste buds are just as gay as I am, so we all love drama.
Okay.
But no, there was also, what was it? There was another bar/restaurant, was it? called opium, I think.
Yeah, JD talks about opium quite a bit.
It was so, the drinks were, they're so dramatic. So there was one drink that was, you had the drink and it was surrounded by hay, and they would light the hay on fire, cap the drink, and so part of the drink was you open it, breathe in the hay smoke, take your drink. There was another that was, it was like dry ice, and you could only, they're like, only drink out of the metal straw. Don't you touch another thing on this cup, because, you know, it'd burn you. And that was a lot of fun. That was very dramatic.
A multi-sensory experience.
Yeah, it was like the, I would say the drink equivalent of like the 4D seats in the movie theater. Like, that was a lot of fun. Everything else in London was just awesome generally. I can't really remember specific other places. There were a lot of fun random restaurants, we went to so many things I started forgetting, like where am I, except for like London.
Okay.
I would definitely go back, I love it. Oh, and then shout out to Capri, which I went to a couple years ago. Capri, it's like an island.
Like the island of Capri?
Yeah, first of all, they have lemons that are like this. And
lemons that are like a guinea pig size?
yeah, like you have a whole guinea pig's worth of lemon, and it literally, that's like their thing. They have like lemon sorbet, lemon flavored everything, but they're on like this cliff, and you actually take like a monorail, I don't know, a trolley. I call it a trolley. You take a trolley up like the mountain, and then you're there. And my biggest regret was that we went there on a cruise, and so we really got like 45 minutes there, and I would love
that's
to.
kind of a bummer, right?
I'd love to spend like a day, at least.
Okay, so what's one of the places you're looking forward to go to next?
Easy. Reykjavik, Iceland.
Whoa. Okay. I see you got the Icelandic water over there. I mean,
I know.
Is that just like coincidental? Or?
No, I'm feeding my obsession.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that ecotourism thing on Netflix with Zac Efron and he went to Iceland?
No, I'm kind of a poser in that regard. But like, Iceland's like my favorite place I've ever been, because it just seems beautiful. It seems very inclusive. It seems very happy, and they have lamb hot dogs.
Whoa, yeah, ding dong, sign me up.
Oh, plus they have that freaking movie with Will Ferrell and Kate. Oh my God.
Rachel McAdams.
Rachel McAdams. I said Kate. I know. I can no longer count myself as one of her fans. I can't believe I said that. I love her. She's amazing.
So now we're on number 7. Are you ready for the last 4?
I am.
I'll meet you there.
I'm like, I am. Like.
I'll meet you there. I don't know if I'm ready for this journey, but I'll go on it with you.
I
Oh
think
God,
you'll be
that's
just fine.
a brownish green something going on there.
Yeah, this one seems mean. I probably won't put as much on my.
Oh, it's kind of like a puree thing happening there too.
I'm not a fan of.
Almost like a chutney.
I don't know. I think I'm officially gonna be anxious about this one.
I don't even know how to Bhutila fire. I don't know what that really means. Like boot jalokia maybe. Anyway, diving in head first.
Hello, little baby. Okay, I lied. I put a little bit on. Oh, this smells mean. No, I don't like this. We're not friends.
You're always down for a good party that requires a costume or wardrobe change, and often set the bar the others try to equal. What's an ensemble that you're particularly proud of?
Okay. So, we can do costumes, right? Like I can talk about because right now I've been buying a lot of nice outfits from Express because I love Express. But probably the things I'm most proud of. So, what was it? Last year. Last year we did a Clue Halloween party, and I dressed up as Mrs. Peacock, and
I remember that.
I was gorgeous. Like,
Didn't you have like the long strand of pearls and like even like some feathers
and
going
I got
on?
the peacock feather on my hat, and it was like a beige outfit, and it was a beautiful dress, beautiful. I think I had my leopard print high heels on, and I was stunning. And that's probably the one I'm most proud of because when I left my beard, because it just, and I can't even talk. It was so good. I was so
If I
proud of
remember,
it.
no one else even really dressed to the nines the way you did that night.
A couple people. But, you know, one of my favorite character flaws that I have is that I have to be extra at as many times as possible. Like, if there's even a hint that I could be going to, like, a fun thing, I have to be twice the amount of fun I expect to have.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
So if you were to do a clue party again, who would you be? Would you reprise Peacock?
Can't retread the same steps. I think, who was the sexy one?
Scarlet, maybe?
Scarlet?
Or the
Yeah.
maid?
Not the maid. The maid. It's too done.
Yvette?
It's too overdone. It's too overdone. But yeah, I think Miss Scarlet. Yeah.
Okay.
Though I did kind of want to be a guy, like.
Careful with that one.
What's that one guy? Kind of looks like he just went on a safari. He's like older.
Mustard, Colonel Mustard. Ooh, perhaps too much. That's heavy. May want to give it a little ding dang dong there on the plate. Okay, so before we get back to your Barbara Walters moment here, I should warn you, we're on the bomb that has quite the reputation on Hot Ones. If you can see on mine, I have just
Oh
like
yeah,
a
tiny.
nickel-sized drop here. You have sauce slathered on half the wing.
She's a messy girl.
I caution you on this one. But cheers to you, man.
Okay. Let's see. I can tell right off the bat that this one has no interest in holding my hand as we walk up the ladder of hot.
You have a fondness for your grandparents that's very endearing. What makes them two of your favorite people?
They're ridiculous. They're ridiculous people. They are stereotypical New York in the best ways possible. They are just, they've been cursing since I was like an infant. Like they speak their mind. They,
In my mind, they're kind of like the honeymooners.
well, yeah, but less like threat of physical violence. Like, right? That was when they bam, boom, straight to the moon. Like, yeah.
One of these days, Alice.
Yeah, if anything, my Nana would I mean, I can't even imagine it. They're just very friendly people. Oh, this one's heating on up real quick.
They don't stop.
But you can always, like, you could walk off the street and be like, hey, do my shorts look good? And my Nana would be like, no, they're ugly. Nice to meet you.
Tell me
Like,
how you really feel.
Yeah. Ooh, I got my tears going right now.
Yeah, just like a Anne Hathaway
I know.
moment
Get me
happening
my
here.
dramatic moment. Close up.
Oh, look at it roll down just a single solitary tear.
I know.
Oh, this is where that nickel-sized drop helped me out. Let the record show, I don't think Brian's even touched his water yet.
No, I'm trying to be dramatic.
Oh my God, what are you, Shia LaBeouf in this thing?
Wait, why? What did he do?
He put on like extra sauce and just like mowed through it like hot sauce didn't even exist. Like it was just Heinz 57 to him, man.
I officially no longer recognize my mouth. I can only recognize my throat. My sinuses are feeling like, whatever we're doing, let's keep it up because they are clear.
My tongue is doing the rumba right now, so let's keep it moving with this angry guy here. It doesn't even look like it tastes good. Heaven help me, I think this is like...
Oh yeah, but shout out Nana and Pop-Up, by the way.
Yeah.
Love ya.
Whew. I think this is like 660,000 Scoville units, so enjoy that.
How much did you?
Oh, don't do a lot. That's good.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that was the first really mean one.
As a proud gay man yourself,
Oh, let's go.
can you speak to all the dating sites and apps that are out there, or even just the dating scene in North Florida? Where does Jacksonville rank on a scale from Amish country to Key West?
What? Okay, that was a lot in one question, I think. There are a lot of dating sites. You got your Tinders, your OkCupids.
Would you say there's it's adequate? Are there enough? Do they hit the nail on the head?
I'm gay. There's never enough. But
I've seen you use one, and it was like genie magic. People appeared.
that was Grinder. That's what we call the Devil's app. And yeah, if you're on Grinder, stop. Get off it. You know what you're doing. Like, but and there's like the weird ones, like Plenty of Fish.
That's still around, huh? Okay.
I know, but no, yeah, I mean, I'd say Tinder's probably the high end of gay dating apps, which is weird because for the straights, Tinder is like that's the sex app. So. But Tinder's where I would go and trust to like have like a really nice date with someone, go on like a really nice date. But it's been a while. I haven't been in
And
them.
then stay the night at one ocean and wake up the next morning with the same person?
I mean, it depends on what kind of dinner we had. Yeah.
Probably also one ocean.
One Ocean's very nice. Nice. Oh,
So-
and in terms of Jacks,
Yeah.
like kind of like a gay dead zone. Sorry, Jax, but like it kind of is. There's nothing going on, or very little. I don't want to say nothing. The community tries here in Jacksonville, but Jacksonville kind of. I mean, there's not a lot to do. I mean, there's a lot of places to be. There's not a whole lot to do in terms of entertainment.
Are there enough people?
Look, and let's talk gay clubs for just Jacksonville. Let's talk gay clubs for just a second because at this point there's two. There's like 1.5. It's In Cahoots and it's Park Place, and Park Place is like not strictly gay. I mean, it's still pretty gay, but where? Bose is closed down. The Metro is closed down. It's a wonder we still have Hamburger Mary's, if we're being honest. We're going in the wrong direction here. But I have to say, one of my favorite charities, Jasmine, is here. So I love Jasmine. Thank you so much for helping the community out here in Jax. There's a lot of fun stuff for gay people to do here. There's just not enough, and the community here needs more and wants more. And I just went to Houston. There were like 16 gay bars and clubs. Like, so there's a lot of places for the community
You mean to tell me in Texas, in conservative rootin' tootin' Texas, there's a ton to do in Houston, their biggest city?
Look, I'll say that Texans love their state. Texans love their flag. I saw more state flags than I think I saw United States flags. That being said, there were also a lot of United States flags. But like Houston didn't strike me. I kind of had an idea when I went there, like these are what Texans are. And it wasn't really that at all. It was super friendly, super inclusive, super fun. Every Texan I met was like, it's always bigger in Texas. And like, I didn't understand at first, but I think it might be like a retail sort of thing, you know, where they're like, so, you know, like, if you've ever had a retail job and something doesn't scan and the customer goes, well, I guess it must be free. Like it's like that. I think they try to get it over with, but no, I loved it. Ugh, I can't wait to go back. I think I might be trying to plan a June trip for Pride.
Okay. Well, we've come to the end of our journey, the final wing. This is called the last dab, so if you want to be heavy-handed on this one, to your peril, feel free. I'm sure Smokin' Ed Curry would like the love.
I just really want an opportunity to use my Gordon Ramsay lemons and limes, because
Just don't squirt him where he squirted him, I guess.
I'm not no idiot sandwich. That's why I have them.
My God. Okay. You're a champion of many causes. Is there any nonprofit out there, other than Jasmine that you already mentioned, that you'd like to spotlight that doesn't get a ton of attention?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Ryan. I'm wearing a shirt from the Diane Fossey Foundation, or Foundation. It's you can go to gorillafund.org and adopt a gorilla or just donate. But I got this shirt back when Wall Street Bets was like making a killing on GameStop and AMC.
Okay.
It's really, first of all, I love the shirt, but I really love the Diane Fossey Foundation. I love gorillas. They're so cool. They're so cool, and they're they really need our help. I mean,
do you think part of us liking gorillas is that they remind us of ourselves?
Maybe. I just really like how there are bears in the gay community. I wish I could be a gorilla. Like, I don't know who
Is that like a thing you invented right now?
Maybe. I don't know. I need to know what gay rep I have to talk to get that put on the legislation. But, like, I just love gorillas. They're super cool. They're super, like, majestic. They're super strong. They always see, R.I.P. Harambe. But, like, you always see, like, videos of someone falling into an enclosure and they're just, like, they're curious. They're not assholes. They can be, but they just, maybe it is because they just seem very human-like.
Do you have a website to drop or anything that people can
go to? No, it's gorillafund.org.
Okay, very good.
Please go donate, adopt a gorilla, tell everyone you know that you adopted a gorilla. It's a lot of fun.
Well, you've already done the last dab, so right now you're just gratuitously eating the chicken wing to be a stud about it. And I'd like to point out, Brian has not even touched his water. This has never happened on the, okay, this is the second episode we've had. But it hasn't happened yet, and it just happened, so by God, he set the bar again. Oh. Okay, you've done it. You've stared the wings of death in the face and didn't blink. Now, there's nothing to do but roll out the red carpet for you, my friend. This camera, this camera, this camera. Tell the people what you're up to.
Well, I mean, really, I'm trying to lose some weight. I'm trying to be a happier, more mentally put together person. I'm really focusing a lot on myself right now. I had a podcast. I don't currently have any new episodes, but I might in the future. You can follow me on Instagram at BFERDO87, BFerdo87. I'll think you're weird and I won't know who you are, but you could follow me. Other than that, just here working at Mad Men, doing social media stuff, drinking rosé. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, Brian, it's been a pleasure, and I'm glad I get to live your best life with you, man.
Yeah, me too. I love it. Thank you for having me.
I can't wait till this comes out.